Hello YouTube, hello Internet, it's Irix Guy here. My home studio has received quite an upgrade, and I just wanted to share with everyone what I got. I got an ePhoto T69 green kit from Amazon. It ran me about $120. Of course, with Amazon, they typically give free shipping for over $25, so I didn't have to deal with shipping. The size of this screen, it says in the specs it's a 6 by 9 foot chroma key green screen, and then it comes with two 7-foot light stands with, I think that means 45 inches. But I'll just do a high level review of this, and I am very impressed with the effects that can be produced with this. The kit itself, as far as pros are concerned, as you can see, this is the piece of fabric that came with it. Of course, everything you see here, the stand, and they've got these poles. The feet can go further out, but I've got kind of a cramped environment here, as you can tell. So the feet are probably more upright than most people would assemble them. But you've got the same type of feet for the green screen itself as you do the lights. Bulb came with it, really nice bulb. Just runs a power cord, plug into the wall. It's got an on and off switch. Came with these umbrellas also. I'm not a photography expert, but I know that with my previous studio that I that I put together myself after going to the fabric store and a local retail store to get an industrial lamp, I know that having that light shining in your eyes while you're trying to film doesn't do well. So yeah, I'm very impressed. It's sturdy. It's not the type of thing, and as you can see here, there's it's just got a wing nut that attaches this, and these are kind of like tent poles in there. It came with 4 of them, but I only put actually I only put 3 of the 4 in there because it was plenty wide for what I needed, and it enabled it to fit in my area. Now, of course, the height of these poles are adjustable. I could actually go higher than it is there, but I've got a limitation, and that's my ceiling. I've got a curved ceiling in this office. But yeah, it's really nice. Now, you can see how smooth the fabric is. I pulled everything very taut. But out of the box, it ships in looks like a tent bag with all of these items. Out of the box, it was very wrinkled. Now, to remedy that, what I did after I hung it, I took this little steamer. You can see there it's a steamer, and I just steamed the fabric. And of course, there's still some subtle wrinkles, but due to the vividness of this background, it doesn't seem to make a difference. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to turn out my light. What we're filming in now has an overhead fluorescent lamp, as you can see there, which is definitely not ideal for any type of photography or green screening. So we'll turn on the 2 umbrella lamps, and to do that, you just push the button. That one's on, and then I do the same with this one. Now, I'm sure if you're an expert with this, you can probably better position these umbrella lamps, but for my purposes, this position seems to work well. So I'm going to put the camera down and put it on the tripod, and I'm actually going to show you how well the green screening with this kit works. I mean, I'm completely 100% impressed. It's exceeded my expectations. So here we go. Okay, so here we go again, and as I said, I was going to film with the green screen, and what I'm going to do, I'm just rambling on right now and moving around so that I can show you how well it handles motion with both a still and a full motion video backdrop. So you can see it's doing well. Now, if you look here, you can see there's wrinkles, which, I ironed it, did my best, gave it my best effort to try to get the wrinkles out of it, but it wasn't 100%. However, that shouldn't be an issue, and as you can see by watching this video, even with those wrinkles present, I'm able to completely key out the background, which is important, because to have a to have a quality green screen effect, what one must do is have the keying work in a way to where if you watch the video, and I'll flash it up now, you're just seeing a solid backdrop. I can make that a solid color, I can make it full motion video, I could make it a still photo, whatever I might want to put back there. And that's something I'm going to, I'll post some more videos. This is just a review for this equipment, but I'll post some more video editing how-to videos in the future as I learn some tricks of the trade, just, you know, as a beginner, geared towards beginners. So I'm going to change the backgrounds out here, and you can see what a great job this does. And again, I'm only using, and I showed you earlier, the umbrella lamps. I've got one to my right side and one to my left side. Of course, they're not visible in this frame because I'm only filming what I want to appear within the video, which is me speaking and the various backgrounds that I've been putting in throughout this this video. So, is it something I would purchase? I definitely would, and not just because I bought it, but I mean, as you can see here, and if you watch some of my older videos that I put up where I made with my homemade green screen kit, with my homemade kit, I had several problems. The wrinkles were too visible, and then also I didn't have the studio, and I'm sure this isn't studio quality, but studio-esque lighting that I have now with these umbrellas and all of that. So I've got some more advanced technologies, but in addition to that, I've got a piece of fabric that is much more bright than the fabric that I had for my homebrew creation. Because my homebrew kit, it was only, it was green, but it wasn't bright enough. And I found just by using this that the brighter green makes the chroma key effect much crisper. So if you are going to do it yourself and you don't want to consider this kit or a similar kit, be sure to get a very bright piece of fabric. And then also, if you didn't want to go the kit route, if you had a wall, and I've done this in my garage, you can get a really bright paint to mimic the chroma key color or whatever other bright green you might want to use, and just paint a wall. And with a wall, there's no there's no distortion with the fabric possibly blowing or having wrinkles in it. But at a minimum, I would definitely get a couple of umbrella lamps. And you know, you may need more umbrella lamps depending on how large your set is. But for me, I'm just going to goof around and making videos with a small backdrop area like you see here. I hope this review was of value. And again, I definitely recommend this kit. I mean, I just fired it up. This is my first video to make with it, and as you can see, I'm already thoroughly impressed, and the quality speaks for itself. In closing, is it very durable? Is it something I would attempt to put up and take down a lot? You could, but I look at it kind of like a tent. The more times you pitch a tent and take it down, the more likely it is to encounter issues, because these poles, although they do a good job of holding this, they are of a very flimsy construction. Not saying that's a bad thing, but it's definitely not pro quality equipment that could handle a lot of abuse. If you're going from place to place and setting up a green screen, this might not be the kit for you. But that's all I got, and thanks for tuning in. And again, I'm super impressed with this. Have a good one.